Herrings. EIFFEL65. This goes to 11.
Tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain, long white beard and his crooked staff. He tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain, long white beard and his crooked staff. He tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain, long white beard and his crooked staff. He tramps along with folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Sleeps with the stars for a tent. For the beast spread a feast when he's hungry. And God charges no man. Him live as long as no free. And laugh at fools like you and me. Often sigh and wish that I were the old man of the mountain.
L underscore, 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 L underscore. It's a square number. Is that funny? Happy new season.
That's a crazy, crazy world to make you hot, to make you well to do, we ought to do, we ought to do all.
God on the beat, the rhythm is sweet, and to do the crazy cool. God on the beat, the rhythm is sweet, and to do the crazy cool.
Yippee-yay, there'll be no wedding bells for today. 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 As I go riding merrily along, jingle jangle, and they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle jangle, and that song ain't so very far from wrong. Jingle jangle. And that song ain't so very far from Oh, ain't you glad you're single?
Jingle jangle,
And that song ain't so very far from wrong.
jingle jangle.
Oh, ain't you glad you're single?
Jingle jangle, jingle jangle, jingle jangle, jingle jangle, jingle jangle, jingle jangle. Walking down the street and you hear that heavy beat, can't help but walk your feet down all the way till you meet people laughing and dancing all night long. And through the flashing lights, see the band playing their old song. And you wanna see the world through different eyes just for tonight. And you're hoping that this night will never end. You'll surrender if you feel the music fold around you and pull you into the light. How it takes away all strain and stress and turns it into light just for tonight. Walk your feet down. Move to the beat if you can take
ding, ring a ding, ring a ding, ring a ding, a ding, a ring, 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 ring a ding. Fruity, 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 fruity.
Walking down the street and you hear that heavy beat, can't help but walk your feet down all the way to me. People laughing and dancing all night long, and through the flashing lights you see the band playing their own song. And we wanna see the world through different eyes just for tonight, and you're hoping that this night will end. You'll surrender if you feel the music fold around you and pull you into the light. Flow it takes away all strain and stress and turns it into light just for tonight. Walk your feet down.
Good evening, 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 good evening. And a message from our sponsor,
Today's
Lupine.
dish is trout a la cream. Enjoy your meal.
And also a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan. Whenever you like.
This message is brought to by our sponsor Puzzled in Season 13 is here. Good evening, Ben. Let quiz, shall we?
Yes, let's indeed. Thank you very much both for the subscription and a message from our sponsor, Samster Samson. No one's going to let me say anything tonight, which is fine if you want to keep
Did
subbing.
someone say only connect semi-final on BBC 2 at 8 p.m. on Monday?
Samster coming
I
here
think.
shamelessly shilling on my stream, but you're most welcome to do that. Good evening, Samster. Thank you for the subscription there. I've got some stuff I'm going to need to go down the list in a minute. But first of all, Happy New Year, everybody. 2024 up and running. The new year is here. The old year is past. I did work on it. No sorter about it. Happy New Year, Happy New Season. Season 13 is here. Apologies for the weird things in Plinko. I'm hoping it worked internally and that your scores were still tracked correctly. And thank you to BC. And speaking of BC, a message from our sponsor, BC.
I think someone said there was an Only Connect semi-final on BBC 2 at 8 p.m. on Monday. Samster, yes.
Yes, there was. Thank you for the 100 bits there, BC. Most grateful. So some weirdness happening there, which was caused by old software. Message from our sponsor,
Dang
Kurdzov.
it, Sam and Ben.
Thank you for the 100 bits there. Most grateful. Let me see. There's some people I almost certainly need to thank. because we've got a lot of things going on. Oh, hello, it's another message from our sponsor, Zeusless.
Did somebody say the tournament?
Yes, TTS did. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Zeus. Okay, let's get through what we've got to catch up on. Oni, thank you for the 35-month resubscription. Goodness me, that's a lot of months. 13.5, indeed. ABME, thank you for the 37-month subscription there. Eiffel65, most grateful to you. Pyro for the 29 months, thank you very much. Random Zombie, thank you for the 100 bits there. Oh, I see your thing has come in. I haven't inflated the penny bank yet. I'm going to. I should have done it by tonight, but I didn't because reasons and stuff, but I'll cash those in when it's inflated. Mark, thank you for the 12-month subscription. A year of subscriptions there. Most grateful to you. This goes to 11. Kurtzov, thank you for the 1 bit. TTS is on 100 bits, as I think you've since discovered, but thank you for the 1 bit. Most grateful to you. And a message from our sponsor, Oni.
You'll have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel.
You're wearing a towel? I hope you're wearing something else other than a towel as well, Oni. Thank you for the 100 bits. Refresh the app window by mistake. No, it won't break everything shapes. It should just refresh you, and you'll be fine. And a message from our sponsor, Zeusless.
No, seriously, did somebody say the tournament? I don't like it in here. Will salivating that don't smell clever. Please reveal your answer.
Yes, and with thy spirit. Thank you for the 35-month subscription there. Owen Dalton, thank you for the 3-month subscription. Clive, 49 months. Good lord. 49 months, it's a square number. Is that funny? I think square numbers are very funny. They're very satisfying. Thank you for the 49-month subscription. My goodness me, Clive. Nando, thank you for the 18 months. Happy New Season. Happy New Season to you as well. And then Lupine in at 41 months. Puzzle Dan in at 32. Samster in at 44 months. And then lots of bits coming in as well. So thank you all for coming back and for that very kind support right there at the front end of the season. Hope you're all well. It's Red Herrings, and it's by me. One of the only packs this season by me. I'm writing in the season opener, and I'm writing in the season finale. I'll say more of which in between games, so I want to getting on with some quiz. But I hope you all had a good sort of festive season, good Christmas season. Christmas was somewhat stressful, I have to say. Before I tell you about that, a message from our sponsor, Jers.
Happy New Year and new season.
Happy New Year and Happy New Season to you as well, Jers. Thank you for the 16-month subscription there. My goodness me. Thank you very much indeed. So Christmas was quite stressful between one thing and another. The New Year was a full mong out, and the week in between was really nice. And I've had this week off work as well. I go back to work on Monday. But it's been nice to sort of decompress for a bit. For people mentioning Jeopardy in chat, I did watch Jeopardy. I watched a bit of it. I mean, I watched it when it was being made, to be honest. So if you like it, that software was done by a company that I work for. I had quite a big hand in that one, doing the software and the graphics. No, it wasn't exclusively. No, I would never arrogate to that level. It's a team effort, but it was sort of my first sort of major, sort of big project, I think, that I got my feet under the desk on. So that was quite exciting, and I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing on your boxes. I know Wheel of Fortune aired tonight, which I was also us, but wasn't me. I did one element of it, so but wasn't in studio for that one. But I'm hoping you like it. To charge up Stephen Fry every night. Yeah, that was my job. Yeah, official host charger. But no, I think it looks really nice, actually. I think it's come across quite well. It's quite faithful to the American one. So yeah, it's all good. I don't know why there's an exclamation mark. I've done Wheel for Game Night. That's true, I did do Wheel of Fortune for Game Night, so just slightly different level. Anyway, good evening to everyone. We've got Kurtzov and Ardenfetz, Kolo, Stilgar, Shapes, Puzzle Dan, Arun, OM Dalton, Lewis, Toot, Random Zombie, Zeusless, Topper, Lottibus, Oni, Mantissa, Mark, Pyro, Lupine, BC, ABME, Nekagramma, Natta, Anisep, Jogging, Clive, Telefuchs, 8 Minky, Fluid Fernando, Podo Nuevo, Samsa, and Jers, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat, you are most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining us for what promises to be a very exciting opening episode of Game Night Season 13. We've got Red Herrings by me, we've got The Escape Artist later on by Lewis, and I'll probably say some bits in between about what's going to be going on this season. Well done to, I think it was just one person who spotted the new graphics on the intro screen. I think it was a Podo, so yeah, that's had an update. It's part of a larger sort of rebrand which is going to be happening over the course of the season, culminating with the season finale on the 16th of March. I'll tell you more about that a bit later on. Okay, great Scottish accent you've got on the... Have I? Okay, thanks, I think. I'll take it. Anyway, we're going to get on with Red Herrings. It has got any time entry, and this is done through the app. One thing I will say, I know there was a request to make it on the final round that it won't let you submit unless you've selected exactly 6. I haven't implemented that yet because it would require a change app side, which would require you to re-authenticate and so on. So I haven't gotten around to that yet. So when we get to the final, just bear that in mind. Deselect before you reselect. But that's something to consider for later on. Everything else should just work as normal. It's the Red Herrings we all know and love. It's been written by me, and I hope you're all ready to play after, well, it's been 2 weeks since we've had any quiz here, so hopefully Topper and Bash have whetted your appetites this week for even more quiz to follow. Answer every question except don't actually. Yes, that's about right. Thank you to Lewis for proofing this. Lewis and I did a sort of a double team this week. He proofed mine and I proofed his, and hopefully we'll have a lot of fun. Let's get on with the game. It's Red Herrings! Round 1. Well, that happened. Answer the 12 questions using the options available. 1 point for a right answer and losing 1 point for a wrong answer. Abstention, no penalty, so if you're not sure and you don't want to risk it, you can leave it blank. That is a valid strategy. Bonus questions may appear, a new rule in this format, which are worth 3 points if correct, but cost 3 points if incorrect. If you get me a perfect round, which is 12 out of 12, you'll get a bonus 2 points for a total of 20. Answers will not be used more than once, but they will still appear on the grid, so mentally check them off once they are gone, because they won't be used again, but you could accidentally still click them. There's 4 red herrings hidden on this grid, which will never be correct, so you're going to get a total of 16 answers. The round title is Well, That Happened, and your options are... Trick question, that was 2021, October, March, May. Trick question, that'll be 2024, June. Trick question, that was 2022, August, July, December, April, September, February, January. Trick question, that was 2017, and November. And it looks like I need to just fine-tune some of the margins on the edges of these boxes because July is just threatening to leap over the border. So here's what is going on in this round. If I just hide... No, I don't want to hide the citation column. You need to match the event with the month it took place in 2023. Okay? Match the event with the month it took place in 2023. There are a couple of trick questions up there which might be correct answers, and there might be a couple of trick questions that aren't correct answers. That is for you to decide. Points for being 2 months either side? I'm afraid not. No, not in this game. So that's what you've got to do. Match the event to when it happened last year. Simple as that. This is an auto-running game, so once it's started, I can't stop it. Good luck. Have fun. Here's question number 1. Starting with, Barbie and Oppenheimer are released worldwide. People sitting this one out. That was July, 21st of July. To my eternal shame, I've still not seen either of them. A few people getting that one wrong, quite a few getting it right. Let's move on. Following a 10-month tease, Linda is revealed as Keanu's murderer in EastEnders. Yes, you can abstain in this puzzle, Dan. That was obviously December. It aired on Christmas Day, and wasn't it good? Wasn't it good? I enjoy it. It's the only time I watch EastEnders is Christmas time. On we go. Elton John headlines Glastonbury Festival. What's an EastEnders? It's a soap opera. Elton John headlined Glastonbury in June, 21st to the 25th of June. A colleague of mine worked at it and he said he made a fast getaway at the end. Rishi Sunak is fined for failing to wear a seatbelt. Welcome Theodore Vella and welcome Poconuts to the stream. There is an app there if you want to jump into the game. Still haven't got the Mac version up yet, must do that. Too many things to do. Well, I don't know if you remember that. Way back in January the 20th, he's basically the Mr. Bean of politics, isn't he? Here's a bonus question for you all. 3 points if you're right here, -3 if you're wrong. Take a look, see if you want to play. The Rugby World Cup is won by South Africa in France. Oh, tricky one there. That was October. October, though it started on the 8th of September. The final wasn't played until the 28th of October. South Africa beat New Zealand 12-11. Humza Yousaf is appointed First Minister of Scotland. Wasn't masses that happened back in March, but yes, that was the 29th of March. Humza Yousaf became First Minister of Scotland. Onwards. Ncuti Gatwa stars as the 15th Doctor in his first full series of Doctor Who. Have I caught some of you out there? That's a trick question. Not until this year. Maybe contentious. He did star in 2 specials, but his first full series isn't airing until May this year. Onwards. Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI dies aged 95. That was 2022. May feel like 2023 since he missed the 2022 end-of-year roundup, but he died on the 31st of December 2022. Roger Federer wins the gentlemen's singles final at Wimbledon. That was another trick question. That was 2017. And it can't happen this year because he's retired. Djokovic won it in 2022 and 2021. And I'll come back to that in a minute. Coronation of Charles III and Camilla takes place at Westminster Abbey. Carlos Alcaraz actually won it last year. Became the first player not of the big four, that's Federer, Nadal, Murray and Djokovic, to win a final since 2002, when Leighton Hewitt beat David Nalbandian. Of course, Roger Federer won in 2017. Coronation was in May 2023. I don't know if you remembered that. Another one. Now and Then, the so-called last Beatles song, is released and reaches #1 in the UK and USA. That was November, 2nd of November, and they're still overrated 54 years later. Another question for you. England's Lionesses lose 1-0 to Spain in the final of the FIFA Women's World Cup. Should have added you can go into negative points on this round. Bit late now, isn't it? But oh well. That was in August, 20th of August. The tournament started on the 20th of July. And there's the Red Herrings 2021 trick question, April, September and February, because apparently nothing happened. That's the end of round 1. I think. Yes, there we go. So, not many of us remembering much that happened in 2023. They're overrated score. They're very much overrated. Welcome to the stream. Zeus with an early lead of 11. Samster's got 10. BC, Shapes both on 6. Jers and 2 on 5. Colo and Meringue are on 4. Apodo and Clive on 3. Pyro on 2. Abimi on 1. Kurtzov, Lottibus, Mantissa and Nando breaking even on 0. Amateur, I think that's Pokernuts, and Chris and Mark and Ralph all on -1. Natter, Fetz, Oh No 91 all on -2. Stuttgart and Telefox on -3. Puzzle Dan -4. Theodore Vellum on -5. Owen Dalton -7. And Grams on -8. But there was a Doctor Who question. Drink. Actually, I'm doing that whole dry January thing. I found some non-alcoholic beers in the fridge. I've got a couple left, but I thought I'd try the orange and mango squash tonight, see how it goes. But yeah, so that was 2023, and that is all of the... That is the extent of the big fat quiz of the year. I think there are no more 2023 questions in this pack. You'll be relieved to hear. Or possibly not. But Zeus with the lead at the moment as we go on to round number 2. Round 2 is nested media. You need to answer the 12 questions using the options available. Answer faster to earn yourself more points. If you answer incorrectly, it freezes you out of the following question. And you don't get any points, obviously. If you get it in the first 5 seconds, you get 3. The next 5 seconds, you get 2. The last 5 seconds, you get 1. So the faster you can work out the answer, find it and press it, the more points you get. Additionally, bonus questions may appear, which are worth a flat rate of 5 points if correct. And an extra bonus of 3 points is awarded for for a perfect round. So flat rate of 5, but you can still be frozen out on a bonus, and you can be frozen out of a bonus. Bonuses will never be first, last, or consecutive. So if you get a question, you haven't seen a bonus for a while, there might be a bonus coming up. You might want to think twice if you're not sure. Answers won't be used more than once, but the answers will still persist on your grids as ever. And there are 4 red herrings hidden on the grid, which will never be correct. So this is nested media. Okay, nested media. Let's take a look at the answers that we have. The Emancipation of Thought, The Itchy and Scratchy Show, Nation's Pride, The Last of Us, Crash Bandicoot, Ruminations on the Elder Scrolls, Private Eye, The Murder of Gonzago, The Daily Bugle, The Truman Show, Boy with Apple, Knowing Me, Knowing You, Address Unknown, Springtime for Hitler, A Gay Romp with Adolf and Eva at Berchtesgaden, Angels with Filthy Souls, and The Theory and Practice of Oligarchical Collectivism. So, where on earth could this be going? Well, I can tell you, you need to identify the story within a story from the description, or the media within media from the description that I give you. Full disclaimer, this started out live as an Only Connect question, and then I thought, I haven't really got any output for an Only Connect question, apart from possibly data leak. So I thought, well, let's just turn it into a Red Herrings question. So you need to identify the media within media. I'm hoping some of those are familiar to you already, and you might be able to be having a think about what that features in. So remember, it's a freeze out round, but you don't lose points in this round, so it might be a few more players attempting. Okay, it's nested media. Good luck. Have fun. Here's question number 1. No, it came up with the idea of it being an Only Connect question. Starting with an easy one. A newspaper within a comic. So yeah, I thought of the question. I haven't taken it from work. but I thought I've got no application to write it in an Only Connect style. That would be the Daily Bugle, which is from Spider-Man. This is the newspaper in the Spider-Man universe. On we go, number 2. A cartoon within a cartoon. Oh, orange if you're frozen out. By the way, red if you're wrong. Blue if you haven't answered yet. And green if you're right. Most of us getting that one. The Itchy and Scratchy Show, of course, from The Simpsons. Cartoon within a cartoon. Let's go on. A film within a noughties film. A noughties film. Oh, trickier one there. Nation's Pride. Well done if you got that. That's from Tarantino's Inglourious Bastards, which came out in 2009. Film within a film. A play within a play. Splitting the room a little bit here. That's The Murder of Gonzago from Shakespeare's Hamlet. The sort of the quintessential play within a play is that one. A book within a book. Anyone want to have a guess? If you don't know, options of guessing always available. That's The Theory and Practice of Oligarchical Collectivism from 1984. I've got a note here. Apparently Megs is the only person in the world to have actually read it. Everyone else just pretends. A film within a 90s film. We've had a noughties film, now a 90s film. That's Angels with Filthy Souls. A little callback to Christmas. That's from Home Alone. Angels with Filthy Souls. Onwards. A book. Oh, excuse me. A book within a video game. I have a note here that you wrote yourself. Yes, I have a note. I thought it was sort of dictated by my wife a little bit. I sort of paraphrased what she said. A book within a video game, that would be Ruminations on the Elder Scrolls from Skyrim. Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, written by Septimus Cygnus. And finally, time for a bonus question. 5 points flat rate if you can tell me the answer to this one. A musical within a musical. I think you watched it over Christmas, yeah. Such a good film. So wholesome. That's Springtime for Hitler. That is the musical within The Producers. So yes, well done to you on that one. A TV show within a film. I can't remember what this one is. I'll have to look it up. Oh yeah, it's that one. It's The Truman Show. Yeah, The Truman Show from the film The Truman Show. The film and the show within that film share a name. A painting within a story, within a book, within a film. I love this question. I'll go through this one at the end. I don't know if you got that. That's Boy with Apple. That's from the Grand Budapest Hotel, and I'll explain how that one works at the end, because it's rather long. A TV show within a video game. Podo's got there. When I was struggling a bit. Well, I don't know if you got this. This one's hard. That's Address Unknown. That's from Max Payne. Fairly obscure one there, but that's the TV show that keeps featuring in that game. A video game within a video game. Orange if you're frozen out. Video game within a video game. That's Crash Bandicoot, which features in Uncharted 4. You play that, the character that you play plays that game. The red herrings there, the emancipation of thought, The Last of Us, Private Eye, and Knowing Me, Knowing You. That is the end of round number 2. No bonuses going out there. So just to go through those red herrings, Private Eye is a real-life satirical publication. The Last of Us is another Naughty Dog game, which Crash Bandicoot and Uncharted are also by, but not one that features as a game within a game, as far as I am aware. The Emancipation of Thought is something that I made up, but I thought that sounds like it could be a book or a film or a painting, so good red herring. And Knowing Me, Knowing You, that's a song by ABBA, that, again, could fit any number of different types of media. So, the Grand Budapest Hotel question, the actual phrase, it was a painting within a story, within a book, within a film. If you've not seen it, this all happens in the first 5 minutes of it. It's not really a spoiler. But in the present day, there's a girl in the cemetery with a copy of a book, which flashes to 1985, and the author preambling before reading the book, which flashes to 1968, which is the author at the hotel where he meets an aged Zero, which flashes to 1932, which is Zero's story of M. Gustav, played by Ray Fiennes, where the majority of the film is set, and the painting is a key plot point, which is how we ended up with a painting within a story, within a book, within a film. It's a Wes Anderson film. It's very quirky and very much worth your time. That Jeopardy clue is too long. It is a little bit, isn't it? Welcome, mate. Hope you're keeping well. So that's the end of round 2. Toot's now got the lead with 35. Podo and Clive tied up in second with 28. Colo and Samster tied up in third with 26. Shapes has got 24. BC and Mark and Meringue are all on 23. Ralph has 22. Oni's up to 21. Mantis on 20. Jers on 19. Fetch on 18. Stilgar's got 17. Telefox and Zeus both on 16. Amateur Poker Nuts, I'm going to call you, on 12. AB Me's got 11. Lottie Bus has got 8. Nando's also on 8. Nata and Kurtzhoff are on 7. Theodore's on 6. Pyro's on 5. Chris is on 4. Puzzle's on 3. Grams is on 1. And Owen Dalton's on 0, which means everyone is back into positive figures. Apart from is 0 positive or negative? Or is it sort of neither? Everyone apart from potentially O.M. Dalton, who is at least not on negative. 0 is neither. There we go. So everyone's on positive apart from O.M. Dalton, who is neither. But still, lots of time to catch up. And I think if you thought those first 2 rounds were a little tricky, we're going to start on this, not tonight. It's too early in the year for that. If you thought those first 2 rounds were a bit tricky, this one I think I'm easing off the gas a little bit just to give you a little bit of breathing room. Let's go on to round number 3. Doing what thorny issues, can you settle which religion is right? No, I'm not doing. No, I'm not going to do that. That's a typo. Is round number 3. Answer the 9 questions using the options available. Earn more points for each consecutive correct answer. If you answer incorrectly, it breaks your streak. If you abstain, it will preserve your streak, though you won't get any points for the one that you're on because you abstained. No bonus questions this round, but a bonus of 5 points is awarded for a perfect round, which means you can potentially, with 9 questions, bank yourself 50 points in this round. Answers once again are not used more than once, and there are 3 red herrings hidden on the grid, which will never be correct. Okay, simple as that. So accumulator round. if you like. Let's take a look at the options you've got. Suck, stay, rope, shin, trip, tome, sags, rise, rest, togo, tool, and rail are your options. And the questions are simple, because this round is called That to Typo. The questions are simple, but my keyboard is broken. One letter from each word has been replaced with a different one. Okay? So one letter, and I double and triple check these, as has Lewis, and there are no overlaps. There is one answer that has two valid typo solutions, but there are none that sort of overlap, because that would completely defeat the point of the game. So, questions are simple, but one of the letters has been changed, and notice that all of the answers here start with either R, S, or T. The answers that before the typo do not necessarily all start with R, S, or T, though some might. Okay? Good luck, have fun. Here's question number 1. Starting with the second of the 5 Ds of dodgeball. Might as well attempt this one. There's no penalty for wrong answers here. That would be suck, as in duck, as in dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Purple if you're on a streak. Let's go on to the next. Place of burial. That would be a tome. Change the E, you get tomb. Tomb, which is a place of burial. Most players on a streak now, which is lovely to see. Here's the next one. Half of Laurel and Hardy. That would be stay. Change the Y to an N, you get Stan. Stan Laurel and... is it Oscar Hardy? I feel like that's something I should know. Onwards. Band who performed the song Hold the Line. The band, Togo. Change the G to a T and you get Toto. Also famous for Africa. Oliver Hardy. Where did I get Oscar from? I know it began with an O. Gradually takes away strength. That would be sags, as in if you change the G to a P, you'll get saps, to sap one's strength away. Another one, capital city of Italy. I've just realised something. That's rope, as in Rome, and I've just spotted, actually, there are 2 that could have worked, because tome, I'm glad they came up in that order, because tome and Rome are a thing as well. Whoops! Shakespearean stock character, moving on. Rope becomes Rome if you change the P. Tome was taken, it's a good thing they came up in that order, otherwise there could have been some tears there. That's a tool. Change the T to an F, you get fool. Yes, a very lucky escape on that one. And despite just saying that I've double and triple checked, that one obviously snuck through. Writer's Stravinsky Ballet, The Blank of Spring. That's the rise, as in the right. If you change the S to a T, you get the rite of spring. Another question, lots of purple up on the board. Here's another. Precipitation. Oh, Telefox. It's rail, because that can come either rain or hail. Mark's got there, yeah, that's the one that had 2 on it. And the red herrings there, shin, trip, and rest. We may see some bonus points here, because that's the end of round 3. Mark and Toots getting all of them, getting themselves 5 bonus points and extending their lead at the top. Apologies about the Rome one that slipped through. I forgot we had tome and tome and rope, which both translated into Rome, but fortunately tome had already gone because that became tomb, so I'm just very glad they came up in that order because it does randomise it. Yes, there we go. Anyway, all's well that ends well. So hopefully that round was a little bit off the gas after those first two rounds, which were a little bit on the trickier side. Toot's got the lead with 85, Mark's in second with 73, Sam's in third with 62, Shapes on 60, Oni on 57, Apodo and Clive on 56, Kono's got 54, Zeus on 52, Ralph on 50, Jers 47, BC 44, Fett and Meringue Boy on 39, Stilgard's got 38, Mantissa on 35, Amateur Pokenuts on 33, AB, me and Chris and Nando all on 32, Telefox on 25, Lottie Bush has 23, Kurtzhoff has 17, Grams has 16, Owen Dalton has 15, as does Pyro, Natter's on 14, Puzzle Dan's on 9, and Theodore is on 7. Right. To be fair, there's one, and it's one of those ones that's difficult to flag because you've got to cross-reference all the questions with each other. But yeah, occasionally things do slip through. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Right, one more round. Here we go again. I promised you that we weren't going to have any more 2023 knowledge, and that's true. But maybe this one is looking in the other direction. What you've got to do in this round is find the 6 correct answers that fit the criteria. If you submit a wrong answer, you'll be told how many you got right and then frozen out for 5 seconds. First to find all 6 wins 50 points. Subsequent correct submissions win 5 points fewer than the previous player. Answers will gradually be removed as gameplay progresses, and they'll also be removed from your ability to press them on your devices. However, if you've got one selected and then it disappears, it will deselect itself and become unselectable. And that's where I think some people have run into some trickiness in the past where they had 6 and then one disappeared and it went down to 5. So that's the thing I need to fix. I need to make it so you can't submit unless 6 are selected. But I haven't done it yet. So just be aware of that as the answers start to come out. They tend to come out at 10-second intervals after 60 seconds. So when your clock's about to end in a 0, maybe give it a second just to make sure that you don't accidentally get caught out. Because if that happens, you don't get any information back. Gameplay continues until all 10 players have found... I've still not fixed that typo. I should have written that down. Until 10 players, the first all is a misnomer, have found all 6 answers or 90 seconds have expired. Okay, but remember, deselect before you reselect is the order of the day, and 50 points up for grabs if you are the first. Well, let's take a look at these answers then. We have got... US presidential election, UK general election, Trevor Noah hosts the Grammy Awards, the games of the 33rd Olympiad, Sweden hosts the 69th Eurovision Song Contest, February 29th, 500th episode of Royal Flush's Game Night, Chris Rock hosts the Academy Awards, the film codenamed Avengers 5 is released, Only Connect begins its 17th series, the events of the film Blade Runner, Princess Eugenie gives birth to her second child with Jack Brooksbank, the film Inside Out 2 is released, French legislative election, Arctic Monkeys release the album The Car, and Spain hosts the UEFA European Football Championship. What's that? Typo? Oh yeah, typo was round 3. Yes, it was. There's one in round 4 as well, apparently. So, what is an Only Connect? We just don't know. We certainly don't know anyone in this community who's ever been on such a thing. That would be madness. 90 seconds on the clock. Good luck. And we are looking for... the things that will happen or are expected to happen in 2024. Submission error from Nando there. Double check you've got 6. Okay, answers coming in. 5 is the most I've seen so far. Stilgar's got a 5. Ralph has got a 5. Chris has got a 5. Meringue Boy first to Soul, picking up 50 points. Well done there. Chris has got there now as well for 45. Ralph solving for 40. Answers being removed. Chris Rock hosts the Academy Awards. That is not happening this year. You can remove that from your thinking. A few submission errors coming in. 500th episode of Royal Flush's Game Nights, the 400th this year, not the 500th. Clive has also sold, picking up some points, and I didn't tell myself how many, which is silly. Sweden's not going to host the 69th Eurovision Song Contest. It's going to be the 68th this year. Zeus and Jers both solving there. And Oh No getting in as well. Arctic Monkeys aren't going to release the album The Car. They released that a few years back. I'll tell you more about it in a minute. Owen Dalton solving, Colo solving. 20 seconds. Can we get 10? I don't think we've got 10 in the new software before. It might break. 7, 8, 9. There's room for one more. No, it doesn't. Apodo has solved it, becoming the 10th player to do so. And the clock has stopped. And let's reveal the remaining red herrings. And the correct answers. Yeah, sneaky Eurovision one. Look at me putting a Eurovision question. That's the sort of Eurovision question I can get on board with, to be honest. So those are your answers. Well done if you solved those. US presidential election, that's expected to happen in November. The UK general election, we're not quite sure when, but Rishi Sunak has ruled out a 2025 one. It is going to be this year. February 29th, because of course it's going to be a leap year. Trevor Noah hosting the Grammy Awards. He is scheduled to host those on the 4th of February. The games of the 33rd Olympiad. The 33rd Olympic Games take place in Paris from the 26th of July to the 11th of August. And the film Inside Out 2 is scheduled to be released on June the 14th this year. Just to go through the others, the last French election was 2022. Another is not expected till 2027. Avengers 5, formerly the Kang Dynasty, but ever since Jonathan Majors was... got into some legal trouble, let's say. They have moved away from him and they've formally renamed it to Avengers 5 is the working title at the moment. But that's not due out till 2026 anyway. The Euros, Spain hosts the UEFA European Football Championship. Yeah, the Euros are this year, but they're being hosted in Germany, not in Spain. Only Connect on its 17th series. It's currently airing its 19th, and whilst a new one has been commissioned, it will be the 20th series. As I mentioned, the 68th Eurovision in Sweden, not the 69th, but I thought I'll leave 69 for the memes. As mentioned, it's the 400th episode of Game Night this year, and the chances of me doing another 100 episodes between March and the end of the year are small to non-existent. The Car, Arctic Monkeys album The Car, that was released in 2022. And whilst he has hosted in the past, Chris Rock is not hosting the Oscars this year. It's Jimmy Kimmel on the 10th of March. Blade Runner, the events of the film Blade Runner are set in 2019, not 2024. And finally, Princess Eugenie. She already has 2 children with Jack Brooksbank. As far as we know, she's not pregnant from any father, so she's unlikely. Well, she may give birth at some point this year. We just don't know, but it certainly won't be her second child. Thank you to Lewis, actually, for fixing up the phrasing of that particular question. So, at the end of all that, we did have 10 players solve that wall, which with 14 seconds left, which I think that is a sign of quite a well-pitched wall, actually. If we get 10 solves but not a lot of time left. Well done if you did solve it, and congratulations to our top 3, our first medalled game medalists of the season. Meringue Boy takes a bronze with 89, Ralph takes a silver with 90, but our champion and gold medalist by a single point, and that is close at the top. Congratulations, Clive, you're our champion. And it still doesn't say it on the screen yet. I think I was going to do that, but photo finish or what? 91, 90, 89. Love to see that. Love to see a nice close game. Well done to you 3 medalists. And pennies will get paid out, new season pennies, and they're going to get paid out at a rate of, can't remember, I have to go to the gameplay manager for this. 8. 8 times your score. That's an oddly specific number, Ben. Why have you done that? But whatever your score is, times it by 8. That's how many pennies that you'll get for this game. That was good fun. I enjoy that. A nice romp into the new season. A look back at the last year and a look ahead at the year to come. And the first medalist of the season going out as well. Many thanks again to Lewis for going through that with me, and some very sensible changes that came in from his end to make what was hopefully a fun, if slightly challenging perhaps, pack to start this season off. And that's it. That's all my writing done for this season until the season finale, which I'll say a bit more about in a little while. Possibly while we're waiting to get into the next game, which is going to be the Escape Artist. This is where Lewis and I have swapped our roles around, and I've proved and Lewis has written. It's a lovely pack to start the season off, and I know the Escape Artist is a popular one, so do stick around because you're not going to want to miss it. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes. I'm going to play some adverts while we take a short break. If you're subscribed, you won't see them, but if you are not subscribed, you'll see some adverts, but we won't start the next game without you. I think it's 2 minutes of ads that I tend to play, but we won't start without you. And if you are sub, then you'll get some nice electro swing music, which will be fun. Is it your 4th Escape Artist pack? Something like that. It's very much appreciated. So Lewis coming in at the last minute. I asked him before I put the right of requests out because I thought, shit, we're live in like a week, and I have no questions. So I slightly jumped the gun. So Lewis to the rescue on this next one. So adverts coming up. Go stretch your legs, grab yourselves another drink. If you need to medicate or anything like that, then make sure you do so. We'll roll the credits, and I haven't updated the credits, so my name is probably not going to be here. That's something that's completely gone out of my head, but never mind. I'll see you after the break for the escape artist. Congratulations again to Clive, our Red Herrings champion. Oh, I did get my name in the credits. Pod. And there's a little Herrings bonus for you, 196 pennies, free of charge, if you type in Herrings 196 right now in the next few minutes before the ads come to an end, which haven't started yet, but will do shortly. Another reason for playing ads, of course, is that it disables pre-roll ads, so if anyone comes and joins us late, they can get straight into the stream, which is much better for them. Well, that's the idea anyway. So, little short break, stretch your legs, and we'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes' time for The Escape Artist by Lewis. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the second part of this evening's game night, where it's escape artist time. Hackbox this time. Yeah, all my different builds have got different implementations for them. This one will eventually have a second facelift and go over to the universal controller, but it's not a top priority because it's had a relatively recent facelift, sort of under less than a year ago. So yeah, so this is on the to-do list because there's lots of little quality of life things that it's probably just going to be easy for me to remake the whole thing. It wouldn't be fast, it would be fast, but it's more interesting to remake from scratch. Anyway, come join us. XXNZ is the code you need. And Simpsons Angle, Kegler Coach, welcome to the stream. This is Lewis's pack, and very fine it is as well. We should have a good game on our hands here. So, things to make you aware of this season. Obviously, I've been muttering words to this effect to a few select people who know about it when I did the writer application and obviously admin staff and stuff as well. But March the 16th, I mentioned this at the end of last season. March the 16th, Saturday the 16th of March, it's going to be an all-day stream quizathon starting at 11 a.m. GMT. I think we're still in GMT now. So UK time, whatever it is, 11 a.m. Probably running through till about 1 o'clock the following morning. So there'll be sort of 14 hours of quizzing stuff. It's not being styled as one with absolutely everything, actually, Lupine. Is the game volume quite quiet relative to me, incidentally, anybody? Am I significantly louder than the game volume? Because it feels quite quiet to me. Does it sound fine? Okay, fine. Just basic, okay. Yeah, I'm not styling it as one with absolutely everything this time, and mainly because it doesn't have absolutely everything. I know I did the one with almost absolutely everything, and I thought I got away with that nomenclature twice, and I thought I'm not sure I will a third time. But whereas those two were just sort of doing them whenever, this is actually, it's going to be a game night celebration, because what it is going to be is the 400th episode of Game Night. I've gone back through all the VODs and have checked, and including all of the things. So it's not the 400th stream, because before we started there were some other streams that I used to do before I started styling it as Game Night. So it's the 400th official episode of Game Night. So it's a bit of a celebration of looking back over the last, probably it'll be nearly 5 years. I think it'll be 5 years in, it's about 3 months after Ash, and Ash has got 5 years in a few weeks. I think it's going to be 5 years in April, so it's a sort of 5-year 400th episode amalgam, if you like. And there's going to be a handful of guest games, for which I've already got some guests lined up, which is going to be very exciting. And then all the trivia that you know and love from the community. There's going to be, it's going to feel like a one with absolutely everything, but there are a few choice exceptions that aren't being there. So yeah, it's going to be a great day. We're raising money for charity. I haven't yet fully confirmed the charity. I've got it down to a choice of 2, and again, more details of that as and when. But mark your diaries, March the 16th, and tell your friends, because it's going to be a great day for quizzing. It's going to be a great day for raising money for charity, for celebrating the community here as well, which has built up over the last 4 and a bit years. So yeah, lots of things to look forward to. And it's there's other ideas that Lewis and I are currently in discussion about how we sort of looking ahead, even further in the future. We have ideas and things which so it's always a very exciting season. But March the 16th, do mark your diaries, and as a part of this is also going to be the sort of a little bit of rebranding, which you might have noticed. So I've redone the opening video. That is going to be completely different, but I've done the numpty work of pulling in the videos to do that. So that's I just think the Game Night logo and sort of name is staying, but just sort of the overlays on Twitch seem a bit tired, and they're not quite uniform and stuff like that. It just feels a bit random, and at the time it felt like a massive change from what it was before, which was basically MS Word art. But now I feel it's sort of time to rebrand. So that's what I'm going to be sort of working on behind the scenes over the the coming weeks. It may be that branding comes in just before the 400th. It may be it's shown for the first time on the 400th. Either way, it'll happen probably without notice, unless it hasn't happened by the 400th, in which case it'll be there. But before all that, we have got another 12 episodes, I think. I think it's season 13, episode 13, I think is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Season 13, episode 11 is what it's going to be, the 16th of March. So, yeah, but there's lots of stuff happening on the way. We've got we're massively oversubscribed for writers actually this season. I think if I'd given every writer everything they asked for, we'd have like 150 odd packs, and I only had 47. So yeah, it's a good place to be. So we're very grateful to all the writers and of course the proofing team who work tirelessly behind the scenes as well. I think that's about it. If you get in before the end of round 1 or before question 5 round 1, then you can come in and join the game properly. When you are eliminated in this game. Release a new brand. Probably. If and when you are eliminated from this game, you can of course continue playing along. There are still pennies up for grabs, and of course the fun of quizzing along with your friends here. So do keep playing even if you do get eliminated. But for now, I think that is enough of us in the game. So let's find the escape artist profile and let's lock you in. Once again, this pack has been written by Lewis, and he's got some great questions in store for you. We'll start with round 1, which is Initiate. Answer any 5 of the 10 questions in order to escape. Once you've done so, you're through to the next round, but you can't answer any more in this round. Part of the question is, the more points it is worth. Point values will be displayed before each question, and accumulated points will be carried forward. So you want to try and get as many points as you can, though, of course, if you save it to only answer the 5 most difficult questions, then you might not actually get them all right. So you've got to think a little bit carefully about which ones you go for. Give me an incorrect answer, you lose one of your 3 lives. If you exhaust your lives, you're eliminated from the game, and a bonus point is awarded for each life you have left at the end of the round. So you don't want to lose those lives, but they can get you out of a spot of bother if you do get one wrong. No penalty for abstention, of course, but if you don't give me 5 questions correct before the end of the round, or if there's not enough questions left for you to do so, then you'll be eliminated from the game. So in this first round, you've got to get me 5 correct answers. And the order is going to go 1, 5, 6, 7, 3, 9, 8, 2, 10, 4. Interesting spread. Starting with the easiest question. Question number 10, the hardest question. Sorry, question number 9, the 10-pointer, is the penultimate question. So that could be very interesting to see how people fare. But you've got a relatively friendly one on question number 10, 4-pointer. Tilde is very important. Yes, it is. The difference. It's the difference. Is it between potato and arsehole, or grandfather and arsehole? My Spanish is terrible, but there's anus and where I got potato from. Some meme about my grandfather having 47 anuses or something, or my potato has 47 anuses. Anyway, that's the order. So we're starting with an ICs one. Remember, you don't have to answer it if you don't want to. You might want to save for more valuable questions later on, but it looks like the second half is a little harder than the first half, so we may have some early escapes here. Oh, that's it. Papa and Papa as father and potato. That's what I'm thinking of. Right, that's enough chat from me. Good luck. Here's question number 1, worth 1 point. Where on the body would a fedora typically be worn? No one else wanted to have a go? I want to save it for the more valuable points later on. Perfectly valid strategy. Yellow if you attempted it, and I can say everyone was correct. The answer is the head. I have one. No, well, not quite. I've got like a trilby, which is like a smaller fedora. But yes, you wear a fedora on your head. Well done if you got that 1 point. Your pips will count up the sides to get you to 5, and your pips that are front-facing, those are your lives. Slightly back up. Question 2, 5-pointer into the middle of the pack now. Take a look, see what you think. I have a head, sirs. I do indeed. Grey Goose and Sky are brands of which alcoholic drink? Here's your time. Not quite a full board of green, but everyone was right until one player was wrong, and then everyone was wrong. So it's got a big block of green and then a little block of red here on my log. So if you answered late, you might be a bit sad now, because it's vodka. Vodka is the answer. The only reason I knew that one is because I used to work in an off license. We sold Grey Goose. It was the second most expensive bottle of vodka in the shop, retailed at $34.99, and this is in 2009. So I shudder to think what it costs now. Whiskey, gin, waskeet, and beer, which I think is probably whiskey there, Natter. All of those are incorrect. Everyone else who attempted it getting themselves 5 points. Well played. Let's let you back up. Question 3. 6-pointer for you here. See what you think of this one. That's the French for you, yeah. It's a Grey Goose, the one with the blade of grass in it. Was that Zubrovka? I forget. Question 3 rather, for 6 points. According to the University of Cambridge, which punctuation mark is used to join words that form an adjective before a noun? Ooh, some late answers coming in here, but we have got our first sausage of the season. Nobody getting it right. It's a semicolon. I did accept either semicolon written like that or the symbol itself, but unfortunately hyphen and M dash and dash and variations thereon, I'm afraid, are not the right answers. According to the University of Cambridge, a punctuation mark used to join words that form an adjective before a noun is the semicolon. Oh, is it? Oh. Well, we should quickly correct all of these, then, shouldn't we, Lewis? I don't know. You've written semicolon, comma, semicolon, comma, semicolon, comma, and then the symbol for semicolon. You definitely wrote semicolon there. If you want to pop into it, what's happened? Oh, well, did you change the question? Did you miss a semicolon? Well, no, we've got 3 variations on the word semicolon and then the symbol semicolon. Oh, okay, fine. You did a swapsy but forgot to change the answer over, and I just ignored that, thinking, yeah, that's obviously fine. So, okay then, Lewis, are we accepting dash or M dash? I'll accept hyphen. Hyphen, no problem. Dash and M dash, Lewis. Oh, semicolon definition was not fine. Yes, go on. It's just not fucking Christmas, but we'll have them anyway. I think the meaning is clear. Dash M dash. I think we can be generous on that. Right, a momentary blip in say it happens to the professional question writer, professional game show person, and even between us we still manage to occasionally miss one, but that's all's well that ends well. Semicolon was not the answer, it was hyphen. Let's light you back up. Not a sausage question, everyone getting that one right. Question 4, this is worth 7 points. I'm going to Lewis, yes. Question number 4 is for 7 points. Take a look at this. In Australian slang, what food is sometimes referred to as chook? Glad to see you've answered this one, Poker. Second player to answer. Be unsurprised to hear that you are correct. A chook. Chook in Aussie. In Australian slang, what would it be? Well, first 2 letters might give you a clue there. It's a chimkin. Chimkin is the answer. I have no more notes for you on that one. Bread, though, and chocolate, I'm afraid, are incorrect. Right first 2 letters of Poda, taking that clue, but unfortunately wrong food stuff. It was a chicken we were after. Well done if you got that. Let's light you back up. We're going to have our strap appear at the bottom. BC, down to your last life at this point. So do answer carefully. And you're going to need all but one of the remaining questions, BC, so think carefully. This is also the last opportunity you can get yourself a prison plinth if you want to. There is the room code. And then you've got to answer 5 out of 6 questions. So do come and join us if you are lurking and you fancy a go. We're going to go on to question number 5, dropping the difficulty back a little bit to a 3-pointer. See what you think of this. Which line in a standard haiku has a different number of syllables to all of the others? There are a few variations that I'm going to have to manually condone, which we didn't include, but most of the substance of these are correct. The correct answer is 2. 2. Line 2, the second line. The middle line I will also accept. Originally we had the question phrased slightly different. We did have all those variations. We took them out. But the second is fine. The third is not, I'm afraid, Jers. But the second line is fine. Third is not good. Line 2 is good. Second line is good. Yeah, the middle one, I will allow that. Second line and middle. Those are all fine. Just third that we can't allow on this occasion. 5, 7 of 5. Haiku does not always work in the English tongue. Semicolons does it. Yeah, so you've got 5 syllables in the first line, 7 in the second, and 5 again in the third for a total of 17. Because he's wrong just because he's Sam Saw. Oh, that's very mean, Zeus. New Year! New Year, being nice to people. Let's light you back up. Okay, Pyro, Boy from Oz, Ralph Shapes and Grams, you are 1 away from escaping. BC, you are on your last life, so do tread carefully. Still on your last life, you're going to get lives back in this game, except at the end of the round. So if you're 1 away from escaping, obviously you've got a few tricky ones coming up, but see what you make of this one. Question number 6, it's worth 9 points. Which doctor and YouTuber released the book Feel Good Productivity, How to Do More of What Matters to You in December 2023? Nobody. Oh, BC's gonna have right at the end, right on the bell at the end there. Just one player attempting this one. This is a Lewis pack. It's not going to be a Doctor Who question. Well, BC, you are on your last life. Was it? Did it work out for you? Unfortunately not. Ali Abdal is the answer. We've gone for Dr. Ranj Singh. Good a guess as any, but there's not Dr. Feelgood neither. BC, I'm terribly sorry, but you are the first casualty of the game. Do continue playing in the wing game if you like, but for now I'm afraid it is the end of the road and it's lights out. And we lock you in your cell and we turn off the lights. You are still there, and we will show you in your cell at the end. Judge, you now require all of the remaining questions. Pyro, Boy from Oz, Ralph Shapes and Grams, you are 1 away. And that's all we've got to say for now. We're going to go on to question number 7. It's worth 8 points. Have a look. In ancient Rome, what was a viridarium? Viridarium. I've got one answer that I'm going to have to double check with Lewis, which I'm erring towards giving, but Lewis, I feel like there's one here, but I don't know enough about it. Lewis certainly knows more about it than me. There's a few that are definitely incorrect, and the correct answer is a garden. Ralph, you have escaped into the next round, the first player to do so. Very well played. You go through with 29 points. Answer I've got down: garden plantation, pleasure garden, and arboretum. The one I just wanted to check, Lewis, was greenhouse. I saw that coming and I thought, maybe. And 2 players, Fetz and Mark, have both gone for greenhouse. My thought was that's probably in the right sort of ballpark. But I will leave that to your discretion, Lewis. What do you think? In the meanwhile, other wrong answers: library, bath, men's changing room, park, toilet, courthouse, theatre, bathroom, brothel, and bathhouse are all definitely incorrect. There's an argument to make there was no glass in ancient Rome. Greenhouse is a bit far away from me, so I think that's fair, and I will defer to Lewis's decision on that one. But we're not going to allow it because greenhouse, I think, specifically is grass. Park should be correct then, no? Oh yeah, park. That's a thought, Lewis. Park, sort of pleasure garden. Is it a bit? Not sure if it's just a little vague. Maybe. What do you think? It's important that we do this. Telefox has put park. We need to validate whether we can accept that or not. Yes to park. With a question mark. Yeah. Okay. If you're happy with that, Lewis, I'll go with your judgment on that. Merry Christmas, yeah. It's we're allowing park but not greenhouse. I suppose park is sort of an outdoory area, so my Latin lessons have been a long time ago. Fair enough. Right. Unfortunately, Jers, that was an incorrect answer, so we are going to lose you from the game. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. Mounds a path in a garden. Alright, Puzzle Dan, hello. Weasel Piss, QRS and Kurzov, you need all of them. Lots of players one away now with a 2-pointer on the horizon, so that could bode well. Puzzle Dan and Natter, you are on your last lives. So do tread carefully with this one, because of course if you lose all your lives, you're out of the game. 2-pointer coming up, should be a little easier. Let's find out. Question number 8, take a look. My fault for snubbing the fedora. Which primary colour is the frame on a classic Etch-a-Sketch toy? Everyone answering, no one wasting any time here. Lots of answers in there. All but one correct, actually. They're red. Pyro, Stilgar, Zeus, Shapes, Telefox, Grands, and Silver Electron, you have escaped to the next round. Very well played. We'll see you there. Blue is not the right answer. They are not blue, unless you've got protanopia or something. Was red blue a switch aroundy colour blindness? Maybe it was a regional thing. Well, because I mean, it stands to reason. Let's have a look. Etch-a-Sketch Australia. No, I think they're still red in Australia. Let's have to have a look. Etch-a-Sketch blue. There are a couple of blue ones on here. Red was banned in Australia. But I don't know if they're sort of aftermarket ones. Let's have a look. Etch-a-Sketch Classic on eBay. Magic Etch-a-Sketch screen in blue. Oh, classic, right? Yeah, that covers it then, Lewis. If we read the bloody question, Ben, then we'll do that. No, I'm not going to allow blue. Sorry, sorry, Polkadot. No one being eliminated there though, so let's light you back up. Let's take a look. Puzzle Dan, hello. Weasel Piss, QRS, and Kurzov. You require all of the remaining questions. Lots of players one away, and we've got a 10-pointer and a 4-pointer coming up. So, and Puzzle Dan and Nat are still both on your last lives. Quite a few players have escaped already. Let's see what we can do with this 10-pointer. It's question number 9. May see a couple escaping here. More likely, I think people are going to wait for question 10. But if they know it, they might give it a... And they've got lives to spare. Let's see what happens. Question 9 for 10. Take a look. The last chemical element alphabetically gets its name from its resemblance to which other chemical element? The 40th alphabetically. All the last minute guesses coming in there. I'm afraid none of them have got there, but it's one of those really thinky questions with a couple of Pavlovs in there. If you knew that the element last alphabetically is zirconium, which comes from the Persian word zargan, which means gold-like. Zirconium. And yeah, gold is the 40th element alphabetically. Unfortunately, mine because it's Christmas is our plutonium. Is anyone even in the ballpark? No, the closest we've got in terms of the alphabet is probably lead there, or carbon. I suppose is probably a little closer. But no, gold is what we were after there. Zirconium. Zirconium was the one that's last alphabetically there. Hello. But unfortunately, it's not the answer to the question. Carbon, lead, plutonium, silicon, yttrium, neon, and zircon are all incorrect. And unfortunately, hello, QRS, Puzzle Dan, Weasel Piss, and Kurzov. It needed to be right for you. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. And Dan, hello, Weasel Piss, Quers and Kurzov all are summarily eliminated from the game. Everyone who's not already through is one away and hoping for a nice friendly one on question 10. Lottibus, Stimpsons, Angler, and Natter, you are also on your last lives. Good luck. Question number 10. It's a 4-pointer. See what you make of this. Here it is. An episode of the telenovela Rock Santiero and the state funeral of the Formula One driver Ayrton Senna, or Ayrton Senna possibly, are among the top 5 most watched TV broadcasts in which country? I believe it's pronounced Ayrton Senna, but I'm not really up on my F1. A fun fact with this one and a couple of others were subject of a little bit of reshuffling in the front end. I thought this one was harder than it was put in originally. We came to a compromise in the end, but I don't follow F1, so maybe that's why I wouldn't have known that the answer to this one was Brazil, and lots of players escaping there. And if you've gone blue, then you're through to the next round. Yeah, I would have probably come in off the Rock Santiago and probably gone for like Mexico or something, or Portugal. I may have gone for Brazil, but Spain, Argentina and Italy are all incorrect answers, and Mantissa not getting an answer in when you did need one there. It does mean we have to say goodbye to some players, so unfortunately for Clive, fresh medalist from Red Herrings, not going to replicate it here today. Clive, Simpsons Angle, Mantissa, Natter, Fetz and Boy from Oz. You've all played very, very well, but unfortunately you haven't hit your 5 questions correct, or you've run out of lives. Thanks for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. And we bang you in the slammer, and 18 players remain. Don't know how many we started with. Quite a few, though. We can count the cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 players going out on that one. So we started with 31, and we dropped to 18. But you 18 have survived. For every life that you have got left, I'm going to give you an extra point, and that is the end of round number 1. And we move straight on to round number 2 to bang me in the slammer. Okay, that's a Cockney rhyming slang thing. Cockney rhyming slang thing, I think. Bloody hell, that's an odd sentence. Yeah, bang you in the slammer, or slam you in the slammer, I think. I know it from the Thin Blue Line. It's got a wife and Lewis. Round 2 is sustain. Answer as many of the 10 questions as you can and hit your target of 47 points in order to escape. The 47 points will be the highest scorer plus 15. Because every question is now worth 5 points, it means everybody must answer at least 3 questions correctly to escape. The better you've done in round 1, the fewer questions you have to answer in this round in order to escape. Accumulator points have been carried forward into this round, and you'll be given 3 refreshed lives. But if you give me an incorrect answer, you lose one of them. And once again, if you exhaust your lives, you're eliminated from the game. For every life you've got left at the end of this round, you get 2 bonus points rather than 1, so they're a little bit more valuable. And in this round, you can answer the question even after you have passed 47. Okay, so if you're past that target, you can still answer the questions, but you can still be eliminated if you've run out of lives. So it's one of those weird tactical decisions you have to make if you're half sure about an answer, but you've already escaped. If you get it wrong, you're losing 2 of your bonus points. If you get it right, you get 5. So there's a little bit of risk and reward in this, and of course the risk of being eliminated if you do lose all your lives. As before, there's no penalty for abstention. However, if you don't hit that target before the end of the round, or there's not enough questions left for you to do so, you will be eliminated from the game. Simple as that. So, there's your target, 47. That was set by Ralph, I believe. Starting on 32, add 15 to it. Means that Ralph only needs 3. Everyone else will need at least 4, possibly a few more than that. Every question is now worth 5 points, but the rest of the rules are the same. Good luck to you all. Here's question number 1. Fajr, Jur, Asr, Maghrib and Isha are the names of the mandatory 5 daily prayers in which major world religion? With apologies for my pronunciation there. Most players attempting that, not quite all. The correct answer was Islam was the answer. Everybody in live play correct. A few players wrong in the wings. Buddhism, Sikhism, Hindu all coming through. All of those incorrect. The obligation to prayer is the Salah pillar of the 5 pillars of Islam. Well done. If you got that one, 5 points going to you. Let's light you back up. I move to question number 2. Which celestial object is described as waxing if it appears from Earth to be increasing in size, and waning if it appears to be decreasing in size? See a green on this one from both remaining players in the cells and players playing in the wings. Of course, the moon, also accepted Luna there, Luna, which I believe is the Latin derivation of where we get moon from. And lunar excursion module, I suppose. Well played. Let's light you back up. Let's go on. Question number 3. Cloves and which other C are 2 of the 5 spices found in Chinese 5-spice powder? My thought would have been cardamom on this one, and a few people have gone for that. Quite a few good C's coming in. Cardamom, cumin, coriander, cayenne, cilantro, chive. All good C answers, but the one we were after here was cinnamon. Cinnamon. 2 N's, 1 M, Samson, but that's phonetically plausible. You can have that. Cayenne, as in pepper. Cilantro, cardamom, cumin, cardamom. No, cinnamon is what we're on. So I have no more notes to offer you on that one. You would have gone chili, the chili spice. Yeah. No, cloves and cinnamon. Lewis will tell you in the chat what the other 3 are, I'm sure. Let's light you back up. Okay, Ralph, Zeus, Colo, 1 away from escaping. It's a good position to be in at this stage, and that's all the things that we need to report on. Let's go on. You're on the spot now. You are a bit. Question 4, take a look. In which sport did Ulrich Salchow win a gold medal for Sweden at the 1908 Winter Olympics? Peppercorns, star, anise. Possibly. I don't know, I didn't write the question. Salchow. Is that how you pronounce it? Did I say Salchow? I got Ulrich right. Salchow. Possibly. Lots of players attempting this one. Quite a few green answers coming up on my log here. In which sport did Ulrich Salchow win a gold medal for Sweden at the 1908 Winter Olympics? It was figure skating. Zeus and Kola, you have escaped into the next round. Ice skating, ice dance. Yes, ice dancing is going to be fine there, Ralph. You have also escaped into the next round. Ice dance, skating, figure skating, skiing. I can't accept, unfortunately. Different sport. So bad luck on that one, but let's light you back up. 3 players have escaped, but may continue answering if they like. Sam and Nando now 1 away from escaping. The target is 47 still. So Zeus, Kola and Ralph, feel free to continue answering, but remember you are still at risk of going out if you do exhaust your lives. Let's go on. Question number 5 of round 2. One of the few in the world that isn't retreating. In which country of the Americas is the Perito Moreno Glacier? Oh, last minute answers coming in there. The correct answer was Argentina. Quite a few Chiles coming in, and a Peru and a Canada as well. Seems logical. It's a bit chilly up there. Yeah, on the figure skating one, the Salchow figure skating jump is named after him, reluctantly accept ice dance, is what it said down in the notes. No, it's Argentina. It's unconfirmed why the glacier is growing, but some believe its steep angle makes it more resilient. So that's what we think. Every other glacier is shrinking inside. Retreating is the word, I believe. Well, it's the word in the question, certainly. But yes, not Chile. I mean, I don't know where. I mean, Lewis, is it possible it's on the border? Or is it very definitely in Argentina? I mean, it's a glacier in Argentina. It's in a national park. So it's very much definitely in Argentina. It's very pretty. Google it later on. Chile is the one that's far enough down, but it's wholly in Argentina. Google it after the quiz. It's very pretty. Let's light you back up. So Sam, Telefox 2, Nando are 1 away from escaping. Grams requires all of the remaining questions. I've just said that one, so I won't say it again. And a couple of players on the last lives. Pyro and Silver Electron, tread carefully, because one more wrong answer and you're out of the game. Question number 6 coming up. Take a look at this for another 5 points. Which English author wrote the 1955 war novel The Quiet American? Nobody else, just 3 attempting this one. Toot and OM Dalton and Colo attempting this one. And no, beg your pardon, there were 4, but one of them was wrong. Correct answer was Graham Green. Oh, you were so close, Grams, with Gone. Weren't a million miles off. That almost got through the spell checker, but alas, not to be. Yeah, Graham Green, the only thing I knew by him was the Destructors, and only because that was a plot point in the film Donnie Darko, which I stan. Father of Sarah Green. Is that right, Arun? Can never be sure. Anyway, very well done to Colo and Toot, who have escaped on that question, but unfortunately, Grams, there are no longer enough questions for you to hit that target. I'm afraid it is the end of the road and it's lights out. Grams goes into his cell where he will stay. AB, me and Pyro, you require all of the remaining questions. Sam, Nando, Telefox, you're still 1 away, or you're 1 away now, if you weren't before, possibly. And Pyro and Silver Electron also won your last live, so Pyro in double jeopardy here, so to speak. We've got 4 questions left in this round. Let's see how you get on with question number 7. Take a look for 5 points. In the film The Princess Bride, what is Vizzini's single-word reply when Inigo Montoya tells him he's climbing the rope and he's gaining on us? Yeah, my wife slightly stands this film, but I've never seen it. The only thing I know is, my name is Inigo Montoya, you killed my father, prepare to die, is the only line I know from that film. But you might recognise inconceivable as the correct answer to that question. Should watch it, I probably should. Hurry! That's a good pun, unfortunately not the one. Oh, no, good. That's what you've said between you. Oh, hurry, no good. That pretty much sums it up. They are not the correct answers. Inconceivable is what we wanted there. And it does mean AB Me, Pyro and Silver Electron, your time has come to an end. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Yeah, you got to take a punt, haven't you? Pyro, AB Me and Silver Electron locked in jail. Flyboy and Lottibus, you require all 3 of the remaining questions. Still got Mark, Telefox, Apodo, Sam and Nando. 1 away, 1 more will get you to that target. Something I should have added, you need to hit the target before your bonuses are applied. So if you finish on 46, even if you've got 3 lives, you will be eliminated come question 10. Okay, so the bonuses are after you have escaped, not... You can't use them to get to the target. On we go, question number 8, take a look. In 2023, who became only the 3rd person since 1862 to be expelled from the US Congress? Arc and Shapes coming in with late answers, but they will be processed. One of you will be happy, one of you won't. Correct answer is George Santos. Mark, Apodo and Sam, you have escaped into the next round. Very well played. Mackenzie and Donald Trump are both incorrect, I'm afraid. And for Flyboy, that is not going to spell good news for you because it means you can no longer attain that score of 47. Lottibus, also, you did need to give me a correct answer there. So unfortunately for you, Lottibus and Flyboy, thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road and it's lights out. Into jail you go. We're very weighted down in the bottom left-hand corner here, aren't we? Shapes and Dalton, you require both of the remaining questions. Says all still, because I'm a lazy programmer apparently. Still got Telefox and Nando, you require 1 of the 2 remaining questions. And Shapes, you're on your last life. So, with 2 to go, we had 18 at the start of this round. How many will we have in round 3? Let's find out. Question number 9. Which Danish esports team won the most major championships in the video game Counter-Strike Global Offensive? It's going to be Dalton in live play. Oh, Shapes is having a go. Quite near the buzzer there. Just 2 of you. Let's take a look. The correct answer is Astralis. Owen Dalton not wasting any time in getting that one in. Obviously a Counter-Strike buff. But very well played. Still got 1 more to get, Owen Dalton. You're not safe yet. Shapes, however, Nygaard is not the right answer. Thank you very much for playing, but it's not your night because it's the end of the road and it's lights out. So Shapes into his cell. And let's see who remains. Stilgar, Telefox, Nando and OM Dalton. You are 1 away. Nobody on their last life, so everybody could attempt this question, whether they're through or not, but there's 4 of you who need to get this right. Nando, Dalton, Telefox, Stilgar, good luck. Here's question 10 for another 5 points. More of a sport than F1. I agree. Originally stating that it would be their last, which neurodivergent Australian comedian debuted their show Nanette in 2017? No answer from Stilgar there, which means you will be eliminated as a matter of course. Best question so far. The correct answer, Hannah Gadsby. Telefox, Nando, OM Dalton, you have made it, and you are through to round number 3. Does mean we have to say goodbye to Stilgar, getting right the way to the end of question 2, but just not able to find that answer at the end. Stilgar, thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. So we started with 31, I think I said. We dropped to 18, and now we have a 10-player finale for the escape artist. Toot, Apodo, Zeus, Sam, Mark, Nando, Cola, Owen Dalton, Ralph, and Telefox. You have all reached round 3 of the escape artist. Difficult thing to do, something I've never done myself. I've never even reached round 2. I've only played twice. But we have got a battle on our hands. For every life that you have got left, I'm going to give you an extra 2 points, and we're going to go to round number 3. Which is called Survive. Slightly different rule set for this game, this round rather. Answer the question as fast as you can. First player to give a correct answer will start a 15-second countdown on all other players, during which time their points will be drained at an increasing rate. Answer the question correctly to stop your points being drained. If nobody answers the question within 15 seconds, all players will lose the maximum drain for the question, which I can tell you will start at 10 points, I believe. Your 3 lives have been replaced with refires. You may attempt every question once for free. Thereafter, if you are wrong and you re-attempt it, it will cost you 1 of your refires. You may refire any question as many times as you like, but once they are exhausted, only your first answer will be accepted for the remainder of the round. These can be very useful if you've got it down to like a choice of 2, and you might want to refire again just to think, oh, it must have been the other one. You can try every question once. Thereafter, you refires are what determines that. If your points are depleted, you will be eliminated from the game, and when only 1 player remains, that player is declared the winner. If more than 1 player remains after 10 questions, the player with the highest score is declared the winner. And question number 10 has a quirk to it if you've not played before, where it doesn't have it's got an infinite countdown. Basically, you have to get question 10 right to stop your clock if we get there. Objective updated, survive. Yes, it's a laudable objective. Let's see if you can do it. Let's take a look at the scores. Drain rate 1 point per second and a half after the first correct answer comes in, up to a maximum of 10. Toot has got a very nice lead at the moment with 69. Zeus not far behind on 64. Sam on 60. That completes the 60s. Everybody else is on 50 something, so there's not a lot in this. And in this game, if you get a question that you don't know, these scores can swing very, very quickly indeed. So, fingers on keyboards, as it were, on Hackbox devices. Good luck. Here is question number 1. Helen Parr first becomes the superhero Elastigirl in which 2004 animated film? Sam started the clock. Everyone else, lots of answers coming in now. Yellow if your clock is still on. Telefox, that's the wrong answer. You may try again. Apodo, that's wrong as well. Bear in mind, if the clock's getting quite close to the end, if you've only got like 2 seconds left, you're really going to save yourself 1 point, so sometimes it might be better to let it drain down completely and save the refire. The answer was The Incredibles. Wrong answers from Telefox, going super bad at first, and then Mystery Men, both of which are incorrect. Fantastic Four, also a wrong answer from Apodo. Everybody else, I think, no answer from a couple of players there. Nando not getting an answer in as well. Sam starting the clock, but most of us getting that one right. It's The Incredibles. Well played, let's light you back up. Toot still with the lead. I think Sam and Toot came in virtually on the same frame, and as did Zeus's. Let's go on. Question number 2. In how many places can Black legally play their first disc to begin a game of Othello? Zeus has got there first this time. Clock's on. It's 4. 4 is the answer. Just to go through these logs. Nando, Sam was actually the first to buzz with 6. Yeah, with or without rotations, that was something that did cross my mind, but it's 4. Different to Reversi, which has no discs on the board at the start of the game. In Othello, black can play the first tile of the game next to, but not diagonally across from, either of the 2 initial white pieces. There are 2 options to do this for each piece, so there are 4 possible opening moves. Sam going for 6, Nando going for 16 at first. A couple of refires coming in. OM Dalton going for 1, Toot going for 8. Mark going to Ralph going for 7, Nando then going for 8. Ralph going for 8, and Ralph then going for 60. So lots of refires being used, but only a smattering getting the right answer. Far too are you paying attention? Still answered 1 first. Let's light you back up and check the damage. Nando and Telefox losing a refire. Ralph losing 2 refires there. Zeus now has the lead, the only player left on 60-something, or 63. Toots now in second with 59, and it's Mark in third with 54. Let's go on to question number 3. Take a look. Sharing its name with the term in geometry, which bone runs roughly parallel to the ulna in the human forearm? Ralph was there first, Toot right behind, then Mark, then Nando. Apodo's in and wrong, Sam is correct, Zeus is incorrect, Colo is incorrect. Zeus is getting it on a refire though. I'm reading the commentary about 5 minutes late. Trapezoid and trapezium. Sharing its name with the term geometry, which bone runs roughly parallel to the ulna in the human forearm? It's the radius. The radius is what we're after there. Trapezoid and trapezium. Wrong answer. Zeus going for humerus originally, not the right answer, but getting it on a refire. Well done, Ralph, on starting that clock. And Toot managing to maintain his score on a tangential maths question. What is the world coming to? New year, new Toot, maybe. Let's light you back up. The trapezoid bone is in the hand. Thank you for that extra information there, Lewis. Okay, Toot now has the lead with 59, a point ahead of Zeus, who's on 58, who's 3 ahead of Mark on 53. Still 10 players in, but we are going to increase the drain rate to 1 point per second, up to a maximum of 15, which means if you drop below 15 points, you must get the question right or you'll be eliminated. Let's have a look at question number 4. In the popular meme, which Muppet character is depicted looking at an evil version of themselves wearing a black cloak? I misread my notes and wasn't expecting that question. I accidentally misread question 5 on my notes. It's Kermit the Frog. Owen Dalton going for Elmo and not refiring. Nando finding it on a refire. Originally going for Count, but getting there eventually. Kermit the Frog is what we wanted for that one. And no more to say on that one. It's a good meme. I like it. Darth Amphibious, yes indeed. Okay, Zeus and Toot now neck and neck, 58 apiece. Then Mark on 49, then Sam on 47. Ralph just hanging on to the 40s. Everyone else dropping down a bit. Apodo 37, Colo 28, Nando 21, Telefox 20, OM Dalton 17. Let's go on. Next question. Question 5. For real this time. Louise Bourgeois' 1999 statue Maman depicts which animal with longer than usual legs? Toot has started the clock. Sam's right behind. Ralph is wrong. Nando's got there now. Zeus has got there as well. Coda's incorrect. Owen Dalton has got there. Telefox and Apodo both incorrect as well. It was a spider. Also accepted an arachnid on that one. Had a few answers coming in. Ralph going for cow. And then Colo going for elephant. That's a Salvador Dali sort of thing, although he also does giraffes. Telefox going for elephant, Apodo going for giraffe, none of which are correct, I'm afraid. Not sure if we had any refires coming in there. But that's the way it goes. Let's light you back up. Halfway through the round. Telefox, Cola, OM Dalton. If you get this one wrong, you will be eliminated from the game because you have fewer than 15 points. And of course, this is the 15-point drain on this question. 1 point per second up to a maximum of 15. Toot now with the lead of 58. Ahead of Zeus on 52. Ahead of Sam on 46. Good luck. Question number 6. Shaped roughly like a bowling pin. What's the name of the female reproductive organ of a flower? Mark is the first to get it. A couple of wrong answers from Toot, Zeus and Sam there. Toot getting it on a refire. Nando's wrong, Ralph is wrong, Sam's wrong again. Apodo and OM Dalton are right. And we're getting some point exhaustions here. It's the pistil. Pistil. Also accepted the plural form. Stamen, ovary, and stamen are all incorrect. I will just double check the answers that came in. Stamen, stamen, stigma, stamen, stamen, ovum, stamen, ovary. All of those incorrect. Quite a few refis being used on that one, but none of them finding the right answer. Oh, bless us and save us. It's the pistil. It's going back to sort of year 8 biology lessons, which I don't recall in my old age. It does mean we have got some players who've run out of points. Owen Dalton did manage to save himself on that one, but unfortunately Colo and Telefox did not. Thank you very much for playing both, but it is the end of the road and it's lights out. Ovules are made in the pistil and the stamen is male. Name a woman flower part. Behave, Zeus. Ralph and... it's gone before I've read it. Ralph, Apodo, Nando and OM Dalton are all in danger at this point because we've increased the drain rate to 1 point per 0.75 seconds up to a maximum of 20. So Apodo, Nando, OM Dalton and Ralph, if you don't get this one right, you will be eliminated. That drain rate does go quickly as well. So OM Dalton, if you're not the first to answer, you've got about a second and a half. 2.25 seconds to get your answer in, or you will be eliminated. Whew. Question number 7. Good luck. Take a look at this. Which UK city lends its name to a common term for bedding in New Zealand, thanks to its history of cotton production? Sam was the first to break cover there. Nando is out of points. Owen Dalton's out of points. Toot and Ralph have also got it. Ralph has saved himself. Apodo's still got 3 refis, but he will be eliminated if he can't find the answer here. Sheets! Sheffield and Sheffield are incorrect there. Sheffield Winchester was Ralph's first answer, but did get it on a refire. Toot originally going for Birmingham, but finding it on a refire. Dalton running out of points. Zeus going for Sheffield. Nando running out of points. Podo going for Sheet, which is wrong. Which means we've lost a couple more players. 3 more players, in fact. Apodo, Nando and OM Dalton. Good hustle. But unfortunately, it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. I'm from Chichester, yeah. Yeah, Winchester's about an hour and a half away. Ralph, Zeus and Mark, you have got fewer than 20 points and are therefore in danger. 2 at the lead of 51, Sam with 31, but both of them only have a single refi remaining. Mark has got all 3, Ralph has exhausted it, so first answer's only from Ralph. Not good when you're in danger. Likewise Zeus, but you have got 2 refis to play with. Good luck. Here's the next question. Question number 8. In December 2023, which R&B singer-songwriter won the 10th US series of The Masked Singer? Surely somebody. Zeus has got there. Clock's on. Ralph, you're out of points. Mark, you're out of points. Ho, ho, ho. It's Neo. Neo was the answer. I'm just going to check the answers just in case one of them didn't get through the spell check. We've got CeeLo Green, R. Kelly, Usher, Babyface are all the answers that you gave, none of which translate to Neo. And my goodness me, Zeus with the coup towards the end. With 2 questions to go, he's taken a chunk out of Toot and Sam's stack, and he has knocked Mark and Ralph out by getting that question right. The only one to do it. In fact, the only one in the whole game, including behind-the-scenes players. There was another way of getting this one right. Was there? Schaefer Smith. Yeah, Smith would have been a valid answer on this one, as it happened, but many R&B singers called Smith. But yeah, Schaefer Smith is the real name. Unfortunately, Mark and Ralph, good hustle up to this point, but unfortunately it's the end of the road and it's like out. End of the road and it's lights out. We'll do a pickup of that. So we really are hustled into this corner here. Zeus and Sam, you're still in danger. Toot's the only one who can afford to get this question wrong. Toot and Sam with the single refis, Zeus with the 2 refis. And read the next question carefully. Yeah, this is one I did I mentioned to Lewis, He said, I think it'll work better when read out, but pay attention to this. You have all got refis in case you do need to go back, but do pay attention. I don't know why Toot's been excluded from the little triangle of love that you three have got going on here, but he's just had to move slightly over. 2 questions left this game, if we need them. If Zeus and Sam both get this one wrong, then we'll forego that last question, and Lewis, you can save it for another day. Good luck. Question 9. Which European island group's third largest island gets its name from the word third in its country's native language? Somebody get it. The Azores is the answer. And Zeus and Sam, you have run out of points there. Slightly anticlimactic after the excitement of question number 8. We just had a null question. Though AB Me did get this one right in the wings. It's the Azores. The island in question is Terceira, or Terceira? Terceira. That's the island, and it got its name because it was the third island of the Azores to be discovered, and it just so happens to be the third largest. Terceira. Yeah, those get very confused when it's Ceira. That's a very strange one. Terceira. But it's in the Azores, not the Balearics and not the Canaries neither. Unfortunately, Zeus and Sam, your luck has run out. It is the end of the road and it's lights out. Which means we have got one player escape. And Lewis, you can save that excellent question 30 for another day. We forego the puzzle question and the infinite drain because we've got a survivor with 11 points. Congratulations, Toot, you are the escape artist. GG's, well played that, man. And enormous thanks to Lewis for not only writing, but being a good powwow partner when proofing that, and for being here tonight to give us some extra trivia and extra notes. Always a great chap, and you always know you're in for a good time with a Lewis back. Flyboy, welcome to the stream, and very many congratulations as well must go to Mr. Toot, our escape artist champion. Lovely stuff. Well, it's 10:05, 2 hours dead, which is about right. I'm not going to extend. I'm not going to do anything spontaneous. Leave you wanting more. That's always the thing. But I think we're going to go raid Huds in just a minute if he is still on. He was when I started, and he's doing a Sonic 8. So yeah, we'll go raid Huds 601, doing the Sonic 8 with Argic, race with Argic. Yes, he got partner, I think, just before Christmas, so I think we've raided him since then. He's a good guy. And we'll be seeing him this season. He's featured on Game Night a few times. I can say we will be seeing him this season. That's all I'm going to say. Might be something to do with the stream on March the 16th, when we play... stick around till the end of the close-down music, because there's a little surprise. I've changed the video at the end, again, for a second time, even though there was new videos anyway. But yeah, that's... March 16th, please mark your diaries and tell your friends, because it's going to be an amazing day. I'm going to tweet about it probably post-stream. And it's all part of this new rebrand that I'm going to be doing over the course of Series 30. And it sort of started last season with rebuilding some of these formats that we've been playing for a while, some of them getting a little tired. Distinction is on the list, Cryptex is on the list. This is on the list, Escape Artists, though not particularly high. Data Leak, maybe. Yeah, it's slowly regenerating. That's sort of what I felt like it was, because I've started putting the new overlay together, and it does feel like it's sort of it's regenerating, but it's taking its time about it. So all good fun. Now, what have we got in the periphery and the community over the coming weeks? Let's take a look. Has Ash published a schedule yet? He has not, but he is going to be back next Wednesday and Friday. I think certainly next Wednesday. So go give him a follow, because he's got his 5-year anniversary coming up. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that. Our friend Topper, who was worried he was going to be ill, but he did manage to come out and stream on Thursday and finish off Quizmas, which was lovely to see. But he's going to be back on Thursday this week, January the 11th, with Strike It Rich, Cloud9, and The Diamond. Yeah, rip Christmas. Shout out Topper1 Gaming. So if you're not following him, go give him a follow as well. And of course, do come and join the Discord if you're not already. That's where all the latest information for what's happening at Game Night, any discussion of the games, feedback that you might have. And if you fancy a hand at question writing in season 14, looking down the line, and you haven't given that a go yet, you'd be very, very welcome to come and hang out with us. It'd be lovely to see you. Roll on Quiz Epiphany. That's tomorrow, Epiphany. I've got to sing. Is it Halloween? We got Easter before that. But yes, March the 16th, do mark your diaries. It's going to be a very exciting day, and sort of the regeneration of Game Night will be completed by then, if not a little before. But yeah, it's going to be a fab day, and there'll be something in the close down post credits to enjoy. No warm down game tonight, but that's about everything I've got to say. What a great start to the season. No crash. Well, there's one minor bug in Plinko. That might get bumped up the list to rebuild, because that's a lot of fun and held together with Pritstick and Dreams. So yeah, that'll be coming soon. But all of this, I've got to say, I've got so many projects that I want to do, and I've got another side project unrelated to Game Night as well. Plus, obviously, all work stuff, which is getting really busy next year. So yeah, all positive things. So I'm going to leave it there and say, come join the Discord. We'll go raid HUDs, and we'll say hashtag Happy New Year. I think Happy New Year to HUDs. That's it until next Saturday, where, oh yeah, what am I doing next Saturday? Come join the Discord, but I didn't actually say what we're playing. We've got Battlefront, we've got Distinction, and we have got The Purge, and they are by Zeus. Zeus is writing Battlefront. Toot has written Distinction, and that's been proofed and is ready to go. And Dogfish is going to be writing The Purge. That's next Saturday. That should be a fun night. Battlefront, always a great way to start. Distinction, always lots of fun, and new software of The Purge is still seems to be going down quite well, and there may be things I need to fix in it. Possibly. We'll find out. But that's all next week to look forward to. More in the meantime. With Ash and with Topper and our other friends on the internet. And of course, do come and join the Discord. I'm going to stop rabbiting on, and I'm going to send you over to HUD601, who's doing the Sonic 8, and we are going to say Happy New Year to him. You have been watching Game Night. I have been Royal Flush. Until next time, take care, peace out, good night, and congratulations to Toot. You are the escape artist. Oh, and there's your final scores. Shit! Oh, I forgot I've got this screen in there. There you go, final scores. For anyone who's still here and sticking around, I'm going to have to cancel that raid now, otherwise we're not going to get in time. I'll set up another one in a minute. Those are the final scores. I forgot I added this screen in. There's no medals in this game. There is only the Survivor 2, but if you wanted to see your scores in this game, your pennies get paid out at 5 times your score. 5 times whatever your score is there. So happy days indeed. Right, that is definitely the last screen. You've been watching Game Night. I have been Royal Flush. Until next time, take care, peace out, and good night, and congratulations to Toot. You are the escape artist.